Hello. I was going to check out this April Fool's event that Zezima showed me or told me about, but I'm too late. It's interesting to do content that's only available for one day. I mean, I get it, right? Like, obviously it was for April Fool's Day, but unless I'm missing something, it said he was like right here. So yeah, I must have missed it because technically, the reason why I would have it go for 2 days, right, is because like for me it's still April Fool's Day. It's not the next day, but for England, Cambridge, it's already past reset. But that's all right. Anyways, update. I did get 93 fire making today, so that's cool. The Easter event is here. I have not done it. I'm not saying I won't do it. I'm also not really committed to doing it yet. I did hear they're doing a player-owned house update, which is interesting. They want to make it relevant, because right now it is pretty irrelevant on RuneScape 3. I think that's a fair assessment. So yeah, I mean, I kind of am not trusting them to necessarily do anything. I don't know. I just I have little faith that they'll commit to something and then follow through on it. And I feel completely justified saying that because I am doing dailies right now. And they said they were getting rid of them, and they didn't. So there you go. So yeah, I don't believe anything they said they're going to do. I have no reason to believe it. I probably do believe that they, plan to do these things. But until it's in the game, until it's in the game, I don't believe it. 85 construction. 2541. With summoning, I could do other stuff, but I think I'm just going to go back to my flower method. And honestly, making these flat packs is really not that bad. I used to always be one of the ones I'd skip. It is a little more effort, right? You got to get the house teleports, you got to get the planks. So, I mean, there's effort involved compared to some of them, which are just super easy. So there's a little more to it. I guess you could argue there's a little more to summoning too, because I have to go through and collect the flowers, but yeah, got nothing really to add other than that. So, woohoo! Let me know what you guys feel about RuneScape 3 these days. I get the feeling that most of the people that watch these RuneScape 3 videos and also play RuneScape 3, I get the feeling they love it. Just by some of the comments and even comments from friends, in game. I feel like most RuneScape 3 players are really positive, but I also feel like they've been really positive forever, with the microtransactions, a lot of people didn't really seem bothered by it. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see long term if it has any meaningful impacts or meaningful changes or whatever or not, Definitely think it can save people money. Though you can still buy bonus XP. I don't even know if it's considered bonus XP. Well, no, it would be. I think it would be bonus, yeah. So you can still buy all that. So it's not like they got rid of microtransactions. They tried to kind of play it up like, we're going to make this great change. But, they still kept a lot of it. I do think, it's interesting. There's still people using their portables, you know. I know those are good for a year. I do think, I don't know. It's just interesting. It'll be interesting to see long term. In the short term, I think Jagex definitely saw a decrease in money, which is why I believe they raised membership prices. They didn't say that, but that to me makes logic and sense. You know, it makes sense that they would do that. I don't know. But again, they didn't really come right out and say that. They didn't blame inflation this year either. Or maybe they did. I don't know. I've slept since then. I don't know. But anyways, if you're still loving the game, let me know. That's cool. Good for you. Oh, thought I was going to move this one. Guess not. Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't like that. No. Why is it so much bigger now? It's because I clicked on it, but I don't know how to fix it. Maybe it'll just naturally go away with time. I don't know. Oh well. I've screwed it up, guys. I've screwed it up. Oh, you don't even... No, you can kind of see what I'm looking at. My webcam's slightly in the way. It was directly over the mini map. I didn't like that, so I moved it, but then it got bigger. The Slayer task. So there you have it. 82 summoning and 117 combat. Pretty cool. Free XP. Like, I'm sure people are sick of me bringing up the dailies. But it's just Easyscape, guys. RuneScape 3 is Easyscape. I've also... Group Iron Man's been out way longer on old school than RuneScape 3. And I almost have... Not quite. But I almost have the same amount of XP on RuneScape 3 than I do on old school. Because XP is so easy to come by on this game. Anyways, let's see. Does it unlock anything? Demon Familiars. And then, what was the other one? Oh, I gotta brew something. I don't even have anything set up. What do I know? I don't know what pots I know. Oh, anti-fire. What is it? I don't know. Lantern dimes. That's right. I don't know that I have any lantern dimes, honestly. Oh, I got plenty of land dimes. Water. Scale. Do I have any scales? I do. I do. You know, truthfully though, like I said, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm planning to go to bed soon. There's just not a lot of time in the day. And there's plenty of time for work. Let me see. I don't know what else we can do. Guess I can go do some monthlies. I gotta check the bank, but I very well might have just got my best amulet upgrade from a clue. Which is amazing. Cause yeah, I don't have either of these. I think it's my best amulet. Well, and obviously I didn't even do the clue, I just did the oyster. And 81 farming. You know, honestly, if you really want to dig deep and look for stuff to complain about, I can complain about monthlies too. Because, I mean, I'm gaining farming XP but not actually farming. or fishing XP and not actually fishing. And this I feel like is less invasive because it's once a month. There is the reset token you can get. They might have got away with those and you just use up the ones you already have. I'm not positive on that. I'd have to look into that. But to me, it's less invasive because it's once a month. So you only can do it 12 times a year. Or at max, if you do double, if you update it every... If you use the reset token, I can't talk. If you use the reset token, then at max you can do 24 times. So it just seems way less invasive than something that resets every single day. Also, very less annoying to do because it resets once a month, and I have till the end of the month to do it. I don't even have to do it right now. I just felt like it. And good thing, because I got that furry. Fury? It's not a furry. We're not animals here. Anyways, yeah. 2.543. I've been fire making. No levels. I've just been doing maple logs. Definitely not the most efficient. I was using elder logs, and then I was like, wait a minute. I could be fletching those into bow and then alking them into bows and then alking them for money. Granted, I have 18 mil now that Fletch gave me money for the feathers. He very generously gave me 10 mil. I don't know. I really didn't mind collecting them, especially now with the update. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I got on a little earlier than normal. I probably should have done some dishes instead, but whatever. I'm off tomorrow. I can do more in the morning. Just figured I'd do some of these dailies and weeklies and stuff, and try to make some progress. I guess really the annoying thing is with the weeklies and the dailies and everything. It's mostly the dailies, right? But even weeklies are kind of annoying. I'd rather... I don't know what the answer is, because I feel like penguins at this point is kind of a classic. I feel like they've been around so long. They've been in the game for a long time. They were in the game before old school existed. I don't know. I don't want to see them necessarily do away with penguin hunting. I don't know. I don't really know what the answer is. With some of this stuff, it's iconic, You do away with that, and I don't know, it's like taking away the game, I guess maybe some people feel that way about dailies. I don't know. To me, that's not the case, even though they've been around for a while as well, I know. I think the reason I feel the way I do about penguins specifically is it's kind of ingrained in the game, right? There's so many quests, penguin related quests, and I'm not a huge quest fan, but I did remember I used to always like the penguin quests. Be honest, even on this account though, I did kind of hold down the space bar. I wasn't paying attention too much, but years ago when they came out, I really liked the penguin quests. I used to always claim it was my favorite quest line. And so I think that's partly why I feel the way I do about hunting penguins, because obviously, right, the hunting of the penguins themselves, it's pretty. All I do is I use the World 60 Penguins. They have a website. I go to their website. I look for the penguins based upon what the website says they are. Yeah, there's not much to it, right? So the actual act of hunting penguins is not that big of a deal. I think the reason I feel that way, I feel like it's ingrained in the game, is because of all the quests. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know. The other thing, like wilderness events, I haven't seen a lot of backlash for that. People might have been upset about that. I don't know. But I never used to really do them. Even on my main when they came out, I think part of the reason I didn't like to do them is because it was one in the wilderness. But I'm not fully invested in, dailies and hourlies and all this stuff. I haven't had to do any divination because I'm already 99. But I did like what they did with the cash update. If you hadn't heard, you can still do it, right? But you can now solo it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to go there, once an hour. In fact, you can't go there once an hour. You have to train divination to open the cache. And I think that makes sense, because that way you're actually training the skill. And then you're getting the bonus XP, once you gather enough.
The gem crab has moved.
Sorry, that's old school. As long as, then you're gaining enough XP. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, no. So like you're gaining XP from actually training the skill, right? Plus you're still getting the bonus XP of doing the kind of mini game or whatever you want to refer to it as. Again, I haven't been over there to test it out myself, but that's the way I've heard it works. And to me that makes more sense and sounds reasonable. So yeah. It's interesting. I give Jagex a lot of grief, and I think they deserve it. At the end of the day, people don't seem to fully process, like, we're consumers or customers. Like, I know the employees of said businesses will react like, man, we don't want them as our customers because they're always complaining or, pointing out what we did wrong or stuff like that, and I'm not just speaking for Jagex or just gaming companies. That's any business, usually the employees, and they probably don't get paid as well as like the CEO. Well, I know they don't get paid as well as like the CEO of the business and stuff, but like usually them are like, we don't want your business. Typically, not always, Jagex might have the back of their employees. I don't know that. I've never been to Jagex headquarters. Typically speaking, though, the business either doesn't want to lose the customer, even if they're complaining. Of course, in my end, though, they wouldn't like... If my videos were... Oh, my webcam froze. Do you see that? Let's see if I can hide and unhide. Nope. Dang it. Well, you don't need to see that, so let me check something. All right, we'll go without camera for the rest of this clip. It seems like it's an OBS issue or a Streamlabs issue rather than my webcam, because I just opened my webcam in a different application and it's working fine. So maybe there's an update I can do for Streamlabs. But what I was getting at, typically, and of course this is not for all companies, right? It depends on the company. And what I was going to say is if my videos were getting a lot of views, and all I was doing was complaining about Jagex 24/7, then I'm sure if they could get rid of me, without me making a video about it, then they'd happily do so. But I feel like for the most part, most of the time for consumers and customers and everything, like you want their money, you want their business, you want them to be happy, you want them to enjoy their product. I had that even just I think it was yesterday, maybe even yesterday or the day before, but I was having issues with my phone service, AT&T, and I was an unhappy customer, to be honest with you. I wasn't happy. I wasn't getting good service, or I wasn't getting good experience and all that. And the person I was talking to, they claimed they were sorry I was having a bad experience or whatever. So I don't know. I have no reason. I don't know. I don't know if they actually care or not. Some people in customer service don't actually care. But they at least did what I'm sure the business would want them to do, and try to resolve my issue and keep me paying money into the business, Like that's kind of the ideal response to customers, And I'm not saying the customer is always right. I disagree with that sentiment. But what I am saying is you should look to resolve issues I don't know. I mean, I disagree with the customer is always right. But I feel like my arguments in particular are valid because, I mean, of course I feel that way because they're my arguments. But the other reason I feel that way is just for the sake of stuff like some of my stuff, in particular the dailies, for example, that I keep bringing up and I won't drop. The only reason I even consider Jagex getting rid of all of dailies, I'm not kidding you. The only reason I consider this as a possibility is Jagex is going on a rampage, quote unquote, combating dailies, right? That's their claim, not mine. And they also legit said in writing they were looking to remove all of dailies, the daily challenges, starting in March. It is now April 2nd to be exact. By the time you see this, who knows when it will be. But right now, at the time of filming, is April 2nd. And not only did they not remove them, they make it sound like they're going to keep them. I don't know. So my complaint spawned out of Jagex making a claim and then turning around and not doing it. So it's a 100% legitimate complaint. I feel like most people that don't agree that it's a legitimate complaint, the only reason they don't agree with it is because they want dailies to stay. But as a business, you shouldn't tell the consumer one thing's going to happen and then not do it. It just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. So, anyways, that's what I got. Yeah. I'll let you guys go.